We must be mad. Currently sheltering behind a wall here. You can see how wet it is. It's in the aftermath of storm, whatever it was called, Darren or whatever it was called. We've managed, it's died down the last 10 minutes and we've just got here. But as you can see, it's wet and you'll not be able to tell because I'm sat behind a wall, but it's very windy. So not so glorious hills of County Durham today. So hopefully we'll get one or two finds to show you. Hopefully the weather will let us film the finds. It's very, very, very grim, guys. So hopefully we can make a video out of this today. If not, I might put it into 2 parts. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll see you on the first and we find something worth coming out for and braving the elements. Yep. See you in a bit, guys. So guys, I hope you can hear us here because it's very, very, very windy. I'm struggling to even film when I'm digging the targets out because I can barely stand up when I'm digging the signals. So hopefully, I know this isn't normally how we do it, but there's my glove blown away. Hopefully you can hear us here, and this is the first signal. Came up in the 30s on the manticore. We'll see. It's in there somewhere, so we'll see what it is. Now, I'm thinking it's just going to be a bit of lead, but it was the first signal. So, yep, that's what it is. It's just a piece of lead. But hopefully the rain stops away. It is starting to rain slightly again now, but hopefully the rain stops away and we can continue finding bits of lead all day. Yep, first signal, bit of lead. We'll keep going. Catch you on the next one. Right guys, hopefully you can hear us here because the wind is terrible and the rain's starting again. But this is the second signal. A lovely 70, 71, 72. I forgot to say on the intro there, we're in the same field as what I was in by myself on the last video where I found that the Charles I Turner and the nice little commemorative sort of coin for the marriage of Prince of Wales at the time. So we're on the same fields. We're just going to head down past that tree and down in the bottom where the wind isn't as bad. But anyway, I'll get this signal. We'll get this out and I'll show you what it is on the next bit there. Thank you. So I've got that plug dug out there after nearly falling over in the wind. I don't even know if you can hear the pinpoint with the amount of wind we've got, but I think we're on to our first coin, and it wasn't terribly deep. That looks like to be a George III. That's unbelievable. Whoops. That is unbelievable. I've literally walked from the gate. We'll try and get you the gates there, look. Dug 2 signals. And I was here last week as well, in this area. And we've managed to find ourselves a George III, what looks to be a halfpenny. Now, I'm just going to give this a light rub with a brush. Yeah, we're really struggling with the camera on this today. Get that little rub on the back of the gloves just to get the muck off. And there we have it, guys. Second signal of the day is a lovely, what looks to be 1806 George III halfpenny. Now you can see the milled edges there. It's got like a little sort of indentation in the middle of the milled edge, which is normally a dead giveaway that it's a Georgian coin. But on this occasion, we can actually make out the bust and make out the writing, which is very lucky because they don't often come up in terribly good condition, these coins. And there's Britannia side. Now the earlier coins would have the date below Britannia under there, normally 1799 or like the cartwheel sort of pennies would have it under there, but This particular one, whoops, sorry guys, I'm really struggling in this weather. This particular one, you can just say make out the date at the bottom under the head there, 1806. Yep, fantastic. Already worth coming out for. Over the moon with that. Catch you on the next one. Kurt was just come walking over, said he found a coin. Now it's quite a nice one. It's slightly older than the one I've just found. I'm unsure if you guys can make that out, but I think that says 1773 or 17 something. But it is, if we turn it over without dropping it. Where are we at now? Just give that another wipe, guys. How nice is that? A little bit of detail. George III, an earlier one. Very, very good start for Cooper. He's dug 2 signals. One was a little bit of rubbish, and then the other one was this nice little George III. Well, what is it? Is it a half penny? Penny? Yeah. Fantastic from Cooper. Hopefully the finds keep coming like this. Well done, Coops. There you go. Not sure if you can hear all the wind noise, guys, but it's borderline stupidity that we're out here, but it's for the love of it. We have a very faint 51-52, quite deep. So we'll see what that is. I'll catch you in a second. That's that out, guys. Hard work this today, but it's in here, whatever it is. Hey, how nice would a hammered coin be? I don't think it's going to be, but we'll see what it is in a second. Well, caught out by a copper nail. I'll just double check that is what it was. Yes, you can hear that on the machine. Now I would have thought that was going to be a coin, but no, it's just a little tiny little copper nail. But we're picking up the little things, which is always positive. Trying my best to find some positives today. I'm struggling, but yep, we keep going. Another signal here. It was coming up in the 40s, jumping about a bit, and that's why a big old lump off the old paraffin heaters that would be used to heat houses or heat greenhouses or heat sheds or whatever. The old-fashioned paraffin heater. Nothing special, but it's a signal, and digging these holes is keeping me warm, so we'll keep going. Catch you on the next. Been walking now for about maybe half an hour. I've had a shotgun end up, and this is the first find of half in way, not even interest, just something that isn't modern rubbish. It's got the right colour to it, but I think it's just been maybe, I don't even think it's been a button or some sort of leather stud, or like it could just be a square piece of metal that's just been discarded in the past. I thought it might have been something half interesting, but it's not. But we'll keep going. We're heading towards a new field on this permission that we have not been in yet, and there is an old public footpath runs right down the side of that field, and that public footpath goes down to a settlement that dates well over 1,000 years old. So we're hoping that field could bring us a few more kind of older, more interesting things. So fingers crossed. So we've come further down the hill. The wind isn't as bad, but it's still a bit wet and miserable. But anyway, I've got a signal on the manticore there. It was dotting around in the 30s, and I thought I'll just see what it is, and we have something in here looking at us. Now what that is, I just don't know, so I'm going to take it very steady with the brush. Yeah, wow, it looks to be a button. Could be a decorative one. We don't know yet, but it does look very poorly on this top side. It looks like there's, there's a bit of a hole there. I don't really want to. Yeah, there's a hole there. It's obviously eroded through. It's very thin. I think the best thing I can do with this is to possibly leave it to dry. But it does look like could be some sort of military sort of button, but it does look very, very, very poorly. You can see the back there, the clasp there, there it is there, flattened. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get much off that, but I'm going to put it in my bag, let it dry out, and I'll clean it up when I get home. But the fines are coming up. They're just few and far between at the minute, but they are there. But we'll keep going. Another signal here, everyone. No, I didn't film it. The wind's just getting up a bit. I'm trying to do as little filming as possible, just until we actually get the fines out. But we have what looks to be, just get the brush, there's my glove away, I'll put that in there, another inside of a harmonica. So surely if there was somebody down here playing harmonica, there's somebody down here losing gold coins. Well, that's what I tell myself anyway. So yep, happy with that. I mean, it'll just go in the kind of the junk finds pot at home, but we're on the right lines. It's something, people have been here, so we're on the right lines. Let's see if we can start pulling some hammered coins up. Catch you on the next hole, guys. I don't want to try and sound like a doctor, but always check your hole. I've just found another bit there, probably the rest of it. Well, no, maybe not quite the rest of it, but a bit more in the same hole. I've had to dig a little bit to the left hand side, but yeah, always check your hole, guys. When you think you've got the item out, always just have another scanner over, just to double check. I did a little bit of an amateur mistake there. I kind of thought, oh, that's it, and then when I filled the hole back in, there's a little bit more come out. So yep, always check your hole. Holy I think we've done it. We've hit silver. I'm going to have to bleep that out. What a day to be out. And this signal here, it was an absolute bag of hammers. It was a bag of hammers. It was like, it was in the 60s, and it was doing all sorts. And then when I dug it out, it went into the 90s, and then I couldn't find it. And I don't know if everybody can see that now. I've never had a look at it yet. I've just turned it over. That looks very, very silver. Look, oh man, I'm over the moon. I can't even speak. I'm over the moon. Now let's do this together. I tell you what, I'm going to take this other glove off. I hope everybody can hear us okay. The wind is bad, the weather is terrible, but this is what we do it for. Let's just get you zoomed in a little bit. Now we'll turn it over together. What is that? What is that? I think we have a little George V 3 pence. Now, it is quite wet, but I'll get the squirt out anyway. Doesn't matter us getting any wetter. Oh, that's coming up absolutely fantastic. I was on a little bit of a silver drought, guys, so this has kind of made me day a little bit. We'll try and get that side off. Oh, with the imprint as well. Look at that for an imprint, guys. That is absolutely amazing. I actually don't have a George V 3 pence, so this is another first for me. I've got a couple of Vickies, but certainly not a George V. There's the imprint, look. Look at that, you can see the crown coming through and the number 3. That is fantastic. Over the moon with this. I was about to give up, I really was. I was getting just a bit sick of the weather and just sick of not finding anything. But things always crop up when you least expect them to. And there we have it. I think that's 1917 George V 3 pence in quite good condition. Yes, it's darkened in a bit, which they always tend to do, these coins. They always tend to go a bit dark, but I like them like that. and that has absolutely made my day. On the silver, yet again, with the manticore, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'll get this cleaned up a little bit more, and I'll try and get out the wind a bit, and we'll have another look at it. And just as we find that silver, the sun shows its lovely face to shine on this. Yep, I know it's not terribly old, guys, and I know they're quite a common find for a lot of metal detectors, but the kind of day we're having, the weather, the signals, not many finds, this has absolutely made my day on the silver. Manticore does it yet again. I found more silver with this machine than I ever did with the Equinox 800, and I swung the 800 for 3 years, and I haven't even swung this manticore for a year yet. And honestly, it's almost every time you go out you find a bit of silver, almost. But as you can see, what a lovely coin that is. Absolutely over the moon with that, and I'm just so pleased that something's come up for you guys to look at. Lovely coin. Yes, could be in better condition, but it's been in the ground over 100, it could be 100 years. So that to me is absolutely beautiful. Now all I've done with that is I've just given it a quick rub with my finger, with the gloves on, sorry, just to get the muck off, and it's starting to take that black away, and you can see the details sort of starting to come out with that. But that is absolutely stunning. Well, let's see if there's more where this came from. Catch you on the next one, guys. Fingers crossed. The wind and the rain has eased very lightly for the moment. Just 2 seconds, I'll just rub this camera screen. I'm just a little bit concerned that I've got muck everywhere, and I think we're onto a little bit of a hot spot on this hillside here. We have a spoon handle here. Now it looks quite silvery. I don't think it is silver, but there is some decoration coming off that. That's a lovely little thing, isn't it? I'll give it a little rub on the back of the gloves. I don't think these gloves are as magic as the magic trousers, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, there we have it. I mean, there is a bit of rust appearing on there. I mean, why, I don't know. Whether it's obviously it's because of what it's made of, but it's just, we're just lucky that we can still get some detail off that. I mean, I would probably say that's will it be like a silver plated, they had a name for them, the plated spoon handles there, but that is a lovely little thing nonetheless. I mean, a bit of decoration. What age will it be? Victorian, some stage, early Victorian. But no, very happy with that. The finds are starting to come up now, and I've just heard a shout down the hill that Tom is also on the silver. He's found a silver love token. So when we meet up with Tom, we'll get that on video as well for you guys. I think he said he's got a thimble as well. He's never found a thimble before, so that's another first for him. So yeah, that's a guy. He's never found a thimble, but he's found a Bronze Age hoard. Just you can't make it up, can you? You cannot make it up. But yeah, spoon handle, Victorian probably. Fantastic. Yep, on to the next one. We're definitely onto a little bit of a hot spot, everyone. I've just managed to pull this up. It's a pen knife. Now, I personally carry one of these around with me at all times. Just with working in the outdoors, and that's a lovely decoration there, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, but working outdoors, you never know when you're going to need a knife to either, obviously, to cut something, but it's just always almost, living in the countryside, it's essential to carry one of these around. Now, in the bigger cities, if you were caught if you were caught with one of these, they would ask questions. But obviously in the countryside here, almost everybody that works on a farm or works outdoors or anything like that, just about everybody will have one of these in the pockets because they're just so handy to have. Now this one, you can see where the blade across there would have, it's all gone rusty, but the blade would have folded out, sort of like a flick knife, and locked in. What age will this be? Could it be 100-year-old? Very possibly. But yeah, an essential piece of kit when living in the countryside, a pocket knife. This one just happens to be very nicely decorated, but unfortunately the blade's knackered. But yeah, very happy with that. We'll continue looking around this. We're on a bit of a bank side here. We'll continue looking around here, see if we can find any more nice things like this. Another signal here came up in the 30s on the manticore. Now we have hit a hot spot. Why this area, this field, this bank side has so much activity, I don't know, but this has just turned up. Now I'm going to have to be very, very, very careful with this, guys, because it does look quite delicate. I think most of the decoration has unfortunately deteriorated and gone, but it's been some sort of a badge. You can see the pin there would have come across and joined into this side. Here it looks like some sort of lucky horseshoe sort of thing. Or would it have gone that way? I don't know. I'm going to say horseshoe would have gone sort of that way. I will have to check the hole to make sure that there's none of this decoration still in there, but I think it'll be jiggered. I think it'll be knackered. Unfortunately, there's not much detail as such coming off it, but yeah, sort of happy to find these. I know it's knackered, but they're still nice to find little things like this. Again, what will that be? 60, 70, 80-year-old, maybe slightly more, I don't know. Being a little sort of badge. Absolutely fantastic. Over the moon with that one. We'll keep at it, guys. We'll keep at it. This signal here was coming up in the 30s on the centre line, and we have our first run-of-the-mill knackered button. I hope you guys can see that. The daylight is not very good yet again. It's the time of year. But yeah, knackered button. If I find any more of these, I'm not going to film them. But since it was the first one of the day, apart from that other one that we've had that I need to clean up, I thought I would just film it. But no, any more of these, and we'll just not bother filming them because they're quite a common find. I don't know. It might actually, now I look at it, it might actually have a little bit of decoration on there. I think it does actually. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It has little like ridges on, so it's slightly more interesting than what I thought it was going to be. I think the camera's going to struggle to pick that up, but yep, ever so slightly decorated, but just a button. They come up quite regular. So yep, we'll keep going. Right, it's nice and calm now. We're just down below this hill here. Nice steep hill right at the bottom of it, and we have, if I can find it, all the way around, a signal in the 50s. Hopefully that'll be a coin, but we'll find out in a second. I'll get right back to you. That is out, and I chucked the spadeful out and that fell out, so I don't know what it is. Looks coinish, looks very coinish in fact. Yeah, looks very old. I'll just give it a little tickle with a brush, just a little tickle, just to get this muck off. I don't know what that is. There's no detail coming off it. I'll just give it a little rub on the magic gloves just to see if we can get anything off there. I think it's absolutely gone. Yeah, I'm going to say that's unfortunately jiggered. But it's a coin. Third coin of the day for me. Now, I am catching up to Thomas. He's over there somewhere, just maybe 200-300 metres away from us. So I'm going to try and catch up with him and have a look at his little love token. So hopefully in the next clip or two, there'll be a little love token to look at. But for now, that's a toasted coin that's going to go in the pot. On to the next. Right, we try to catch up with Tom. This is his love token. I think, pretty sure from the back there, I think you can see William III. That's the sort of shield side. Try and find where his head, I think his head's facing to the right there. I think you can see the shit, like the top of his hair there, I think. Yep, first silver with the manticore, I think, Tom, yeah? First silver with the manticore. So, blows my little 1917 3p out the water, this little love token, but you can see there, shape being bent. Definitely 100% a love token. Yep, fantastic find. He's also got himself a nice little thimble and spindle whirl. So, yep, the finds are coming up. We've got another very nice signal here, guys. I don't know if you can see the screen there, and it's a bit all over, but I try not to pay too much attention to the 2D screen when it starts doing that. I mean, I listen to the tone, and that does sound a very good signal, but it could be too good to be true, if you know what I'm saying. So we'll find out together in a second when I've got it dug out, but I'm hoping it's a coin. I'm always hoping it's a coin. And it's quite deep there, so yeah, we'll see what it is in a second, guys. Right, I've got that dug out. Looks a lot better on the screen now, doesn't it? You would almost say that's going to be a coin. So we'll unearth this together. Oh, I think I can see something poking out. Yeah, there you go, guys. That's a bit of a letdown, but you had to dig it. It's just a bit of lead. There's a lot of that on this permission. You have to dig them. Simple as that. You have to dig them signals. That could have been a pilgrim's amulet sort of thing, or a spindle whirl, or it could have been anything. So you have to dig them signals. Unfortunately, this time it's just a bit of scrap lead, but we'll keep on looking for that next nice item. Catch you on the next one. I got really excited there. I don't know if you can see that. Now, what would everybody else think when that came up? I mean, I know now it doesn't look very much like it, but I was convinced that was a hammered coin when it came up, or at least an early milled silver when I saw the edge and sort of a bit of the back. You know, it's just, your mind can play tricks on you. But it looks to be some sort of a badge. GTW, I think. Now, what that could have been, I do not know off the top of my head. I will do a little bit of research into that. But it's another find. Weather's come back in. Cooper's there. I don't think he's having a great deal of luck. I mean, he found that George III coin early on, but I don't know. I've never had the crack with him yet. I don't know if he's come up with any other goods, but in the meantime, we'll keep going. We're still on this bank side. I'm hoping to pull something up a little bit older than this, but we'll keep going. And that's out, and it was neither. It is, well, I thought it was a bull ring, but that is not a bull ring. Now, what that's been for, I don't know. I don't think it's got massive age to it. I mean, sorry, I'll get that quote up here. I mean, I will keep it just in case somebody with more knowledge comes to look at all my rubbish one day and says, oh, that's a Bronze Age ring or something daft like that. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think that's got any great age to it. What it's off, I don't know. But that's why we were getting the high signal, because the sheer size of it in the closed circle, which would give off a hell of a good signal. So, yep, we'll keep trying. We've walked literally, that's where I've just had that ring of sorts. We've got a lovely sort of in the 60s there. So again, give us a second, I'll get that dug out and we'll find out together what it is. Right, I haven't looked what it is yet. I'll get my pinpoint there. It's in here somewhere. In there somewhere. So we'll try and get you on camera while I'm doing this. It's a little bit difficult, but that was lucky, wasn't it? Yeah. We're onto the coins. Now this is it's the same denomination of the silver coin I found earlier on in the hunt, but this one is slightly more modern. Made of brass, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is 1937. So that would be, will that be George VI? I think that is George VI. So that would be the Queen's dad. Sorry, Queen Elizabeth, who was the mother of the current king. It would be her father, and he would have just come to the throne that year, I think. I'm not sure. I think they did make them 50% silver at this time. I'm not 100% certain, but 20 years later than the threepence that we found before. So yeah, nice little 3p coin there. They all count, don't they? Right, we'll keep plugging away. Well, I just thought I'd film this one. I think you can see there the two little slightly dirty patches where I've had the last signal there. That one there was the 3p. Now literally 2 steps, we're on to another signal. Now it'd be lovely if this was a coin. I don't think it is, but as always we'll find out together when I've got it dug out. Catch you in a second. I think I just caught a glimpse of it when I tipped the clod over, so I don't know if you can see that. It's not a coin. I think it's maybe been, well, I don't know what it is actually. I was going to say maybe a leather sort of, a stud off some leather, but that almost looks like it's been like, well, I just don't know about that. Never quite found anything like this before. It's quite heavy. I mean, I don't think it's lead, but just by the colour of it. But that looks like it almost went against a flat surface. Just the way it's shaped. God knows, but if you do know, please post in the comments, and it'll really help us out. Other than that, for the minute, it's just an old piece of whatever the hell it is. Yep. I think we're on to another little hot spot here. I didn't video this because it was very, very close to the surface, this particular find. I've had a quick look at it, and it looks like, at a quick glance, it looks like a George III gaming token. I don't know if you guys can see that. So there's like a shield. I used to have some of these at home, but I got rid of them because I didn't have space to keep them. But there is a shield. Can you see the outline of the shield there? And then they'll be writing round the outside. Now we'll see if it leaves a bit of an imprint here. See if we can get it to, oh, I don't think it's, Yeah, I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to get an imprint, but that, if I'm not mistaken, should have George III looking to the right. It's just, I think it's just, whoops, is it meant to look like a half guinea? So there you can see, I'm trying to get you in the best light, guys. I'm struggling a little bit here. I think you can just see there, George III looking to the right. There's the three eyes at the top there. Now I don't want to rub this very much because I think this will deteriorate very quickly. And then on that side, you can see the shield of what would maybe be possibly a half guinea. I don't know off the top of my head, but what I will do, we'll try this again. Let's see how clever we are. Now I'll put that there, and what I'll try and do, somewhere in here where the brush is, will appear what it should have looked like when it was back in the day and they used these as gaming pieces. That's the shield side, and I'll turn it over and we'll have the head side, and I'll do the same there. I'll put that there, and hopefully this side to your right of the screen will be what it should have looked like. Now I'm almost 100% certain it is a gaming token. I have had quite a number of these in my ownership over the years, just when I've been buying stuff, and you know what it's like, you buy a lot of rubbish, but this is the first one I've ever found out in the wild, so I'm absolutely over the moon by that. Yeah, fantastic guys. So we'll see if we can find some more of these. Catch you on the next. Right, welcome back. That was quick. That is where I've just had the George III gaming token. Now that was coming up in the 40s. I've literally not even took a step, and we have another signal very similar. Now everybody knows what I'm hoping it's going to be, but we'll find out. Catch you in a second. Right, that's that dug out. I've had a quick poke in with a pinpointer. I'll just get you in there a bit more. And this is what's just come out. Now that looks like it's another lovely decorated button. Whoops. I hope you can hear us because of the wind noise. The wind has picked up again absolutely terribly. So I hope you can hear what I'm saying. We'll just give this a quick tickle up, see if we can get any sort of detail. But we are in another hot spot here, guys. So next time I come back, I think I'm going to come straight to this bit here. I think Tom and Harry's gone home. So next time we come back, I will say to them, I think we won't be hitting this area hard. But for now, we have another lovely decorated button there. You can see it's starting to hole a bit at the top. Will that be a similar age to that Georgian token that we found about 3 foot away from it? Very possibly. Absolutely over the moon by that. We keep going. And we're back again. I've walked maybe a minute and a half from that last the button we had, and I've come across a little clog clasp. I like finding these. I think it was maybe in the last video I uploaded or the one before, I found one or two of these. So yeah, quite a common find, but nonetheless very lovely to see, nice to dig up, and like I say, they're going to the collection. Clog clasp. It's starting to cool in a lot now, guys. The sun's disappearing, so we're heading our way back to the pickup. Coop is very hungry. I'm very cold, but we'll keep trying as we're on our way back to the pickup. Catch you again on the next one. Right, I don't know if you can see in and about there, I've just had that clog clasp there. took, what, 5-6 steps, and we have, I'm going to say, that's another clog clasp. I'm going to say it's another clog clasp. We'll try and get it without hurting it. So, double clog clasps. I'll just get my pokey stick in at that just to free some of this dirt. I'll not scrape too hard at it. Get the brush at it. Could be decorated. Most likely blank. There we have it. Different style. Whoops. Different style clasp. Doesn't have the holes in, but another clog clasp nonetheless. Definitely in a hot spot here. I think we'll save that for next time we're here. We'll come straight to this area and try and dig some more of these up. Very happy. I'm just not going to get to the pickup at this rate. So, clog clasp. I've walked to here, and I think, if I can do this without dropping it, we have a, well, I'll say musket ball, but I think it's probably more likely a pistol ball. If I can get all the muck off it. There we go. Lovely little pistol ball. So this is the area. This here, this bit here, right across there. And that's the next field. The fence is down at the minute. It's getting renewed. But for whatever reason, there's a lot of activity here. So I will get back to the pickup before dark. I will. I promise. But for now, lovely little pistol ball. Guess what? I haven't got far. I think you can just see the remnants of my hole there. The bits of soil that's kind of hasn't been stamped in, and I've just had a hole here. You can see. Now I wasn't going to film this because I just thought it was a bit of, well, it is a bit of rubbish really, but it does have, so I don't know if you can see there guys, it says the Bennett Furnishing Company, Glasgow and London. I'll try and get it to focus, sorry about that guys. So there it starts here, the Bennett Furnishing Company to there, Glasgow and London. Now it still moves as well. I don't know what that's been off. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'll do some research when I get home. Try and get some information about it. But yep, the Bennett Furnishing Company, Glasgow, London. Be interesting to get some sort of research done about that when I get back. But if I do find anything, it'll be on the next clip after this. Yep, let's keep going. Another very interesting signal here that caught my attention. 6970. Not terribly deep, but none of the targets seem to be on this permission. It's quite stony. Whether that must stop the targets from going deeper, I don't know, but for now we've got something that could very well be a coin. Fingers crossed. Right, she's out. Now I can see something there that looks a little bit white. I'm hoping that's not what it is. A bit of lead. Let's have a look. No, that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought, God, we've just digging up more bloody lead, but that's just a stone, so we'll get in it. See if I can get you in picture a bit more, sorry. We have a buckle, and the pin isn't in there, so I'll just knock that off. So yeah, not massively old. In fact, I wouldn't like to put an age on that, but I don't think it's terribly old. A nice little buckle. Yeah, we're getting close to the pickup now. We're definitely ready for something to eat. So we'll just keep plugging away till we get to the pickup. Champion. We're on to another signal here. It was coming up in the low 20s on the middle line. Now I've literally just tipped that clod over. Now there's something looking at us there that looks very interesting. Just get the tickle brush out. Now, am I being very naive as to think that that could be something very nice? Or is it just something that, I mean, you can see it's got like ridges on there that looks like a nail with a round top on that has a hole going all the way through, but yeah, try and poke that through, but oh, there we go. So you got your hole there at the top. I feel like I've seen something like this before, but I can't picture where. So yeah, if you know what that is, guys, please let us know in the comments below. I'm a little bit clueless at the minute till I get a proper look at it when I get home, but it could just be, I don't think it's a nail of sorts, but it could just be something like that. But I'll keep it anyway, just in case. Right, champion, on to the next one. Right, that's it for today, guys. We've had maybe, what, 4 hours out, 4.5 hours out. Managed quite a few artifacts, quite a few coins. I've managed a silver coin myself. Thomas pulled a nice silver love token up as well. And I think young Harry's managed to pull himself some nice bits of coins and that up as well. So if I can get some pictures of them, I'll put them on the end of the video. What I'll do is I'll have a little roundup at home in the garage, and then you can see what we've found. So I'll see you in the garage. Right everyone, we're back home in the warmth, the dry, out of all that bloody weather. You can see here, this is what we've got today. Like I say, about 4.5 hours detecting. Now this side it's all me rubbish. I think 1 or 2 bits was Cooper's that he didn't want to carry around. There was a big bit of lead, and maybe that's off like a tractor trailer or something, some sort of pin. But yeah, so we've got, you know, this is all the lead there. That's all the lead, and then there's other various bits of just rubbish. Now onto this side. We'll start at the top of this finds tray. There's not a lot of any interest on there. I mean, I think this here was possibly the tip of a spoon bowl that's been flattened, I think. That's a button that's got very little decoration on. Bit more modern buckle. There's this pin. I don't know what that's off. If you know what that is, please put it in the comments below and put us out my misery, because I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before, but hell knows where. I don't know. I can't put my finger on what it is. A potential ring thing. I've kept it out. Just I'll give it a clean up shortly and kind of make sure it isn't a ring. 2 buttons. I don't know what this is. I kept it out because it looked quite decorative, but I think it's just a bit of rubbish. Bit of kind of heavy sort of metal here with a bit of a hole in that I've also kept. It'll probably just get discarded, but anything that I think could be sort of interesting, I always kind of keep to one side. I haven't done any digging on this yet. GTW. Now, is that a cloth maker, or is it like a sort of vehicle or tractor or whatever? I don't know, but I'll do some digging, and if I do find anything out about it, I might put something at the end of this video, some sort of information about it. But yeah, we'll see. Now, on the bottom bit. Oh, no, sorry. This ring, God knows what that's off. I've kept it out just because, yeah, it could be old. I don't know. On the bottom now, a bit better finds, bit more jump up in quality. Got a lovely decorated little penknife. Yeah, probably used for all sorts of things. I know farmers, they would, years and years ago, they would use these to pare the sheep's feet if the sheep got foot rot. It would get used for absolutely almost everything. So somebody was at a loss when they lost this. Yeah. What have we got now? Two nice little clog clasps. Nice things to find. They'll just go in the pot. I think I bet I've got 50 or 60 of these in a pot. The insides of a harmonica, and the first decorative button we found of the day, but I can't, it's far too far gone, unfortunately. I can't get anything off it. I've given it a quick tickle up with a brush there before, and I daresn't rub on anymore. It's just going to absolutely kill it. You can see inside it's just full. Yeah, it's on borrowed time, that button, I think. The second decorative button, I'll try and get it the right way up. I think there's a certain way. Decorated with leaves and flowers. Would have been pretty back in the day. Probably had some sort of gilding on it, maybe gold gilding. Talking of gold gilding, I found this button. I didn't film it. I saw a little bit of gold poking out, but I thought, oh, your wires get them where they just have a little bit of gilding left. But I've just given it a quick tickle with a brush there now, and what a smart little thing that is. I mean, I can't quite work out what the writing says all the way around. Same again, if anybody knows or recognises this button or the shield and crown design, please post it in the comments below, because it would be very interesting to kind of see what it was and who it belonged to. But yeah, very interesting little button that. What have we got now? Spoon handle, silver plated, probably a bit rusty at the bottom there, but a nice decorative little thing. Pistol ball, another one for the collection. I'm running out of room for these. I'm going to have to buy some more stuff from Monarch Designs. Check them out, guys, if you want. Very, very good stuff for the display cabinets, for displaying finds. He does some very, very, very good stuff, and he's very good to deal with as well. But yeah, pistol ball. Nice little, well, it would have been nice little brooch, decorative horseshoe brooch. That's the back there. You can see where it would have clipped on across. Unfortunately, it's seen a lot better days. Right, where are we at now? Aha, this here, I don't know if you can make out the writing there. I hope you can. The Bennett Furnishing Company, Glasgow and London. Now I have quickly googled this, and so this company was active between the years of 1862 and 1938, and they specialised in making furniture, wooden furniture for schools, theatres and churches. Now, where I found this, it's like right in the middle of a triangle between a school, a church and a chapel. So, I mean, I don't know what sort of bit of furniture that would have come off, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point over the years they've had some old furniture in the school. I mean, I don't know would that be off the old-fashioned, like the ink pots inside the school desks, when they had, you had the desk and in the top corner you'd have like an ink well. Would that be the, so you can put the dip the pen inside there? Like, I don't know, I'm just guessing. And then that would kind of swivel up, and then you would take the pot out and fill it. That's the only guess. That's the only kind of thing I can come up with. Again, if anybody knows, please let us know in the comments. But yeah, just a nice little bit of history of that. Right, coins. We'll start from the worst and go to the best. A toasted coin. We all find them. I can't get any detail off it. I don't think it matters how much you rub at that. You're not going to get any detail to come out of that. So yeah, that'll go in the tub with all the others. Threepence, 1937. Not too far in the future would be World War II. So when this was minted, they didn't quite know what was around the corner, did they? But that'll be George VI, I think. Yeah, the Queen's father. So nice little coin to find, but again, you know, they're quite common, and they quite often come up in this condition where you can't really make out the writing. It was kind of the start of when they were kind of debasing the coins, devaluing the coins with like the precious metals, you know. So where in the past, as you'll see in a minute, these were made out of 92.5% silver, they made them out of brass, and it just doesn't fare as well in the ground over the years. So yeah, threepence there. First coin for me of the day was this one. Now you can just say make the date out, 1806. I think it's a halfpenny. Pretty sure it's a halfpenny. George III. Bit of detail coming through there. Nice to find. Yeah, they're nice to find. They always give up a good signal, these. Britannia on that side. Yeah, just another. I find quite a lot of these myself. Most of them are in worse condition than this, but you do sometimes get them in better condition. But this is kind of run-of-the-mill George III sort of coin that you find, this condition. Right, and this coin here saved the day for me today. A nice silver 1917 threepence. Now, I'll say that side. George V. There, and again, this was just before the end of the First World War. Sorry. So I wonder what the mood was when someone had this money in their pocket and when they lost it. Be very, very strange, I would imagine. But yeah, saviour of the day for me. Thomas, Harry, and Cooper did manage a few things themselves. I will try and get some pictures off them, and I might put them on at the end of the video just for you to see. But yep, that's my effort today. 4.5 hours detecting, 5 coins, quite a few artifacts, and a lot of rubbish. But no, that always happens. We always dig rubbish. But that's it for today, guys. I'm hoping to be out again very soon. The weather's kind of putting stop to a lot of that. It's absolutely terrible at the minute here in the northeast of England. But until then, I want to wish you all the best of luck when you're out there detecting, and watch what you're doing. Catch you next time, guys. Thank you. Yes, almost forgot this little beauty. George III gaming token. Now, would the school kids have used this? Because, like I say, there was a school very nearby. Very possible. But that's another first for me, that find. I mean, I have owned some of these in the past. You can buy them off the internet. Just made out of brass, I think. What I'll do is I'll hold that there. And hopefully next to it on the right hand side it will be what it's meant to look like if it hasn't been in the ground for 200 years. But yeah, I'll do that side for you as well. I think they've based the design on like a half guinea sort of thing, you know, like so it looks like a gold coin. But yeah, over the moon with that. That's another first for me. But yeah, that definitely is it for now, guys, and until the next time, watch what you're doing, take care, and we'll see you again soon.